Please confirm everyone. I am audible, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, let's start our session. So I will revise yesterday's session one time. Then we will check today's topics. So yesterday what we discussed about Java. Java is a programming language which is object oriented, platform independent, high level. So why Java is become very popular? Because of write once, run anywhere. It have one philosophy, write once, run anywhere. So it means it will support in any operating system. For example, I am developing in Windows. So same code I can reuse in Mac also, Linux also. And initially it is developed by James Gosling and his team in the year 1991. So they released their first version. So can someone admit them? So they released first version in the year 1995, that is Java Alpha Beta version. Then from 1996, they are releasing this JDK 1, 2, 1, 1.0, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.8. After that, they are releasing Java 9 like that. So currently, JDK 26 is there. In future, they are going to release a JDK 27. And also in the year 2010, it is acquired by Oracle company. Now all these Java updations are taken by Oracle cooperation only. So he is the James Gosling. And also we discussed features of Java. So features are simple, dynamic, platform independent, object oriented, architectural neutral, secure. So these are the few features, and also multi-threaded, high performance. Each and everything we have covered yesterday's class. And then we have this use cases where the Java is using. So as I mentioned, above 3 billion devices are using in the market Java. So these are the some of the applications where Java is using in the web development, enterprise, mobile, desktop, Android applications, cloud technologies, so scientific and hospital applications, those things. And also this is the JDK. JDK have the JVM, JRE. Inside the JRE we have JVM. Yesterday I shown that diagram. So those things about the JDK. JDK is the Java Development Kit. JRE is the Java Runtime Environment. JVM is the Java Virtual Machine. So Java Virtual Machine is the heart of our Java. And also yesterday we covered informed to everyone need to install this one, JDK and Eclipse. Anybody pending to complete this one? Everyone completed, right?
Yes.
Because we need. So from today onwards, we are going to work with the Eclipse. So Eclipse also completed, right? No issues for anyone. So if you have any issues, please raise your hands. Then we can try to resolve. And also we discussed how Java works step by step. So first we are writing Java program, that is a source code. Then it will compile. Then that Java compiler will convert to bytecode. Finally, we are executing with the help of that JVM. Then finally we will get the output. Correct, right? This is fine. And today's our agenda is, and also I explained this one, first program. Everyone did right in your Eclipse. So this is the main method. So as of now, you can remember this one. Later we will explain in the upcoming sessions what is public, what is static, what is void. So in OOPS concepts, we will cover all these things. So without this, we cannot execute our program. This is the starting point of our Java program. Can just and also I need to tell you, in Java this double line is the single line comment, and multi-line comment means slash star slash, then end with the slash star start with the, then here we can have multiple lines. So this is comment, this is compiler or anything, it won't check, it will check only our coding. Comments won't check by compiler. So this is the multi single line comment. So we are writing Java program. For example, I want to describe what this method is doing, what this line of code is doing. By using this comment, I can describe single line comment. This is multi-line comment. See here, these are the spelling mistakes, but compiler won't take care of these things. It will execute our Java program. And today's our agenda is, so yesterday's class, anybody have any doubts? And also I mentioned these things in the chart already. I told you to copy paste. So how to create a project, how to create a package, how to create a class, how to execute the Java program. So again, I am pasting. Yesterday, whoever skipped this one to copy paste, just you can copy paste again. So clear, right? Yesterday class. Today, anybody join newly? And also consistency should be there. You should not skip the classes because everything is interlinked with one class to another class. So if you skip first class means then second class you cannot understand. So today's our topics are, so please be interactive, at least yes or no. Are you able to understand means yes I can understand. If not means no I cannot understand. You can explain one more time. Then I will explain. No problem. Our today's topics are variables, data types, operators. So these are the topics I am going to cover today. First topic, variables. So in Java, what is variable? A variable is a container admitted, right? So anyone can admit it. A variable is the container which is used to store the data while developing our program. So simply we can call it as a variable is a container used to store the data. And this is the assignment operator. So this equal to is the assignment operator. 25 is the value. And in Java, every statement end with the semicolon. Already yesterday I explained that one. Without semicolon, compiler will throw error. So variables are the container which is used to store the data. Why we need these variables? For example, you are applying any government job. So there you have the details, your name, your address, your mobile number, your Gmail. All these things we have to store in particular space, right? So that one will store by these variables. So you have all you are applying, right? Your email ID, age, when you are applying. So name, all these things will store in these variables. So clear, right? Why we are going to use these variables? Shall I move next topic?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, we have different types of variables. Next one. So first one is the local variable. Then we have class level variable, static variable. So in today's topics, I will cover local variable. In the upcoming classes, I will explain you what is class level variable, what is static variable. So types of variables, local, first one is the local variable. Local variable means inside the method we are defining means that is the local variable. One minute. So for example, this is one method. Main is the one method. Here I am defining int age equal to 25. So this is we can call it as a local variable. So here I am using comment just to define. So this is we can call it as a local variable, and class level variable, static variable, we will define at a class level. So above the method, not inside a method. Inside the method we are defining that is the local variable. Class level we are defining that is the class level and the static variables. Those two things I will explain in upcoming classes. So next topic is we have few naming conventions for variables. So we are defining, right, that int age equal to 25 I defined. So here age is the variable name. How I am defining with a meaningful name. So once any non-programming person, so he don't know anything about the programming. But if he look, that means what he is doing here. So he is defining some age. He can able to understand. Everyone know, right? Equal operator, everyone know. So mathematics, basic persons also know. So what equal to will do. So just we are assigning the value. So he is assigning here age value. So if you provide that names meaningful means, then he can able to understand. For example, I am not giving age here. For example, I am giving a. Then he cannot able to understand, right? What is a? A is a character. So why he is defining, he don't know. So if you are giving proper name, variable name, that should be meaningful. Means then anyone can able to understand that one. What this variable is assigning the value. So we have rules, right? So variable name should contains letters, numbers, underscores, and dollar symbol. It should not contain. So starting with numbers, it won't accept. Containing spaces, it won't accept. So Java I have some special keywords. For example, static is one keyword, final is one keyword, super is one keyword, this is one keyword. This variables cannot accept. It will not accept. Compiler will throw error. So these are the rules for naming the variables. So you can check here. I'm going to start with the, so variables will be the camel case. Starting letter is small letter. So I will explain. So first you can check here. I am assigning one, starting with one, but it won't accept. So here it will accept. And also space it won't accept. And also I mentioned, right, this is one keyword. So it won't accept. This is the Java defined keywords. So it won't accept. And also you can check. So this will accept. Start with dollar. So underscore also it will accept. So whatever we covered here, everything is accepting. Containing space, start with numbers, use of Java keywords, it won't accept. And also variable names, if you have, for example, age I given, I want to change this variable name to adult age. So the next letter should be camel case. Whatever this word is finished, the next word is going to start means that should start with the camel case. So Java always have the camel case. But for classes, first letter will start with the capital letter. For variables and methods, the first letter start with the small letter and a camel case. So for example, I have main and other word means the next word it should start with the capital letter. Clear, right?
This
So
is variable name,
variable,
right?
yeah, this is variable name. So old age, adult age, like that. If you change means that second letter should start with the capital letter. First letter should be small letter. So these naming conventions we have to follow. And also it is very important in interview point of view as well as if you are working in any companies. So they will identify you are the real time or not. So if you are doing these basics mistakes, they will easily identify. So you don't know the programming basics like that. So variables clear, right? Anyone have any doubts in variables topic? So variables are the containers which is used to store the data. This is the syntax of the variable. Data type, variable name, and assignment operator, then finally value, end with the semicolon. Next types of variables, then rules for naming the variables. Next I am going to start data types. After that, we will do some practical examples. So generally, data type means so which type of value we are going to store in the variable or we are going to assign to that particular variable. For example, previously I used int. Int is the numeric data type. So here for that particular variable, I am assigning numeric value. And the next point is how much memory is allocated. So int have some memory. Then we have different types of data types. We'll check in the next slide. So int will occupy some memory, string will occupy some memory, long will occupy some memory. So different types of memory sizes we have. So data type simply nothing but which type of value we are going to assign to that particular variable or we are going to store in that variable and how much memory we are allocating. So this memory allocations is very important if your program or if your coding need more performance means if your memory consumption is less then your application performance will be good. If your application have more size means your application performance also will be very low. So this and also one more point in olden days so we have memory right that is very costly. Nowadays we are getting with less price only but in olden days we have it's very costly. So that time so whoever developing these applications they are very careful to use these data types. So next thing we have different types of data types. First one is primitive data type and second one is non-primitive data types. So primitive data types are built-in data types. For example, int, short, long, double, float. These are the primitive data types. These are the built-in Java already provided built-in data types. Then non-primitive data types means these are the custom data types. Programmers will create their own things, and some of them are provided by Java. So we'll see the examples here. So you can see here data types. Then we have primitive data types, non-primitive data types. Next primitive have non-numeric, numeric data types. These all are built-in data types. So integer we have byte, short, long, int. So it will support numeric values. This floating means it will accept that precision also. So for example, you have 1.0, 2.0 or 2.02. So that floating after the point we have right value that is the floating. We will call it as a floating. So here float will accept up to 6 decimal points. Double will accept up to 15 decimal points. So this is clear, right? Primitive was clear, right? Now here you can see here two non-numeric data types we have character and boolean. So character will store alphabetic letters A, B, C, D like that. And boolean is this is a special data type. It will store only true or false value. So mostly boolean operator we will use for conditional checks. We'll see the examples. So this is clear, right? Primitive have non-numeric, numeric data type. Then numeric again we have two types, integer and float. So this floating will support that decimal points. Integer data types won't support that decimal points. That is the difference here. So character, which is used for to store that each character like A, B, C, D, those things. Boolean have the special values. It's a special data type. It will have true or false only. Two values only. And non-primitive. Non-primitive, we have string is a class. Arrays also is a class. So all our objects we can call it as a non-primitives. So user defines also it's a non-primitive. User define means we are going to create, right? Those things all are non-primitive. For example, we created one class here, right? So this is the non-primitive one. So these are the data types. Any doubts you have in data types? Yes. So everyone clear, right? So next slide you can see here primitive data types with the size and range. So first one is the Boolean. Boolean have the size 1 bit. So I will explain this memory sizes. So memory sizes we have like 1 bit, byte, then kilobyte. Those things we have. So first I will explain this sizes. After that I will explain these things. For example, memory size 1 bit equal to have the value 0 or 1. Then next 4 bit we can call it as a 1 nibble, 1 nibble, 4 bit. Then 8 bit we can call it as a 1 byte. So next one we will have 1024 bytes. 1024 bytes is I think 1 KB kilobyte. So while you are using mobile data, you will see this much KB used like that 1 KB. Then we have 1024 KB equal to, so this is a kilobyte. KB means kilobyte. 1 MB megabyte. Then 1024 MB equal to 1 GB. 1 GB. I think next TB is there. 1024 GB equal to 1 TB. So these are the memory sizes. See, I hope all you guys these things are aware. 1 KB, 1 MB, 1 GB, 1 TB. So this is the 1 bit equal to this value will be there. Then 4 bit equal to 1 nibble, we will call it as a. Then 8 bit equal to 1 byte. Then 1024 bytes is 1 KB. So clear, right? This one memory sizes. So you can see here Boolean have the 1-bit value. So this will contains true or false. Default value will be the false. And next one, byte. As we already mentioned, it will have 8 bits. So this byte will contain the values. The range is minus 128 to 127. If you are giving plus 128, it won't support. Compiler will throw the error. And the default value for all integer types are numeric types are 0. So you can see here default value. Then short is the 16 bits. This will store the values minus 32,000 to plus 32,000. Beyond that, it won't. So if you want to store any value or age, those things means we can choose byte. So here we are reducing our memory consumption. For example, you are assigning short means it will occupy this much memory, 16 bits. So I mentioned right earlier, olden days this memory, if you want to consume more memory means that cost also will increase. So nowadays we have the cloud. Then if you assign short also no issues. But in olden days it's cost optimization also will be there. Then character it will store that letters A, B, C like that. So that default value for the character, it will have that ASCII keys. So this is that default values. So it will store up to this much range, 0 to 6,000, 65,535. That much range character can store the values. But default value will be that ASCII key. This we can call it as a ASCII key. For each letter, we have different ASCII key. Then next one is the int. This is the 32-bit. So it will store up to this much range, minus 2 million or something. It will have that range. And default value should be the 0. Next long is the 64 bits. So this one, it will store here. So from minus 2 power 63 to plus 2 power 63 minus 1 value. Then next we have float. Float also similar to integer range, but it will store that decimal points. I mentioned right up to it will store some 5 to 6 decimal points. So 0.00 up to that range and that decimal points. Then double will be the up to 15 decimal points it can store. So when to use float and double means if you have any money related variables. So we will get right in the decimal values. Based on our requirement, we have to choose these variables, data types. Sorry. So clear, right? We will see the examples for this in Eclipse. So here I am going to create a new class. How can I create a new class? So right click on the package name, new class, data types, examples. So class name should be start with the capital letter and camel case. So next finish. So here I will use main method. Main method is public static. So in interview, they will ask what is main method. Then you have to explain this public static void main string. So this bracket we can call it as a array aux. Then the curly braces. So this is the method signature. I will explain this one in the oops concepts. So this is the main method. Without main method, our program will not execute. First we can assign the value for boolean. So boolean equal to, for example, I am giving some meaningful name is eligible for vote. So here boolean will have only true or false. It will have the value. Default value will be the false for boolean. Just inside the sys out, you can call this variable. So this is the variable name, right? So we defined one variable. This is the data type variable name and we assigned value. So boolean, okay, no need comments already. We have right here itself. Next, so everyone clear, right? Are you able to understand, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next one, what is in the table we have? Byte. So byte equal to, for example, I am assigning byte equal to b. Variable name I given b. So I will add. So you can see here 128 I'm having. So it won't support. What it is suggesting, type mismatch cannot convert from int to byte. Change the type of b to, so b is the variable name here, to int. So this is not accepting. This memory size will be up to 127 only. So it will store the values from minus 127 to plus 127. I think mostly 256 values only it will store. So I can give minus value also, it will accept. Then we can print that one system.out.println. So here print we have two things. Println means it will print in new line. Only print means it will print in the same line. We'll see that one once we are executing our program. And then next we have short. Just I am assigning short s equal to, the range is minus 32,000 to plus 32,000. 32,000. So 767 up to 767. If I give 8, it won't accept. So here I am using shortcuts, but you don't use while you are practicing. So you can type everything. Once you get hands on, then you can use shortcuts. Initially, you can type everything. Next, we have character, int, long, float. Character c equal to. So here, how we can assign this value? You can see, right? It won't accept. We have to use a single quote here. So the C. Just I am printing. Next we have int. Int I equal to some value. It will accept how many digits range. So this much. How many numbers we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So nearly 10 digits. Beyond that, it won't accept. One more digit I am going to include. So you can see here compilation error, out of range. And also up to this value only it will store. System.out.i. Next we have long. So long also it will have some range similar to, but when compared to int, it is have more memory size. Allocation will be the more. And you can see here long we defined, then we can print this one. Next what is we have? Floater. Float 1.2 point. So it won't accept, right? Because we have to provide here f. So for floating data type values, we have to use this f, then only it will accept. And then next double. This is no need to add this d. By default it will accept, but float values we have to provide. So we will print this one f, then d. So how we can execute? Can anyone? Hello, be interactive. I don't know, right? You are listening or not. If it is an offline class means we can monitor. Online,
Right click, run as Java application.
Right click,
run as
run as
Java application.
Java application. So you can see here everything printed in new line. So I mentioned, right? For example, these two I am removing. Now we can see here, right click, run as a Java application. So these two printed in the same line. So these all are in new line. Clear, right? The difference between print and println.
Print is the same line, println is next line. Correct?
Correct. So you can see here output.
So when will we go into the long and double? What is the difference these two? So when will you go?
When we will choose a long and double.
Yes.
So double is if you have any precision decimal points. For example, you can use for money related, your salary related information. If you want to store the salary variable, then we can choose the double. Long means for generating primary keys. So every class have one unique primary key. That time we can use. So int will support only up to 10 digits only, right? So beyond the 10 digits, for example, you have 13 digits, 14 digits. That time we can choose this long.
Okay.
So depends on our value what we have to store. That time we can choose which data type to store that particular variables.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So I will share this one in the chart. You can practice once the session was finished. Copy paste this one somewhere, then you can try in your Eclipse. So this is the example for variable and data types. Then next, no doubts means we'll go for next topic, operators. So I will repeat one more time, just like revision. So variables are the containers to store the values. You can see here, we are storing the value. So I need to explain this one also. It will store only two values, right? False or true. For example, I am changing. So it won't accept. You can see it will throw the compilation error. So it will accept true or false only. This is a special data type in Java. So variables are used to store the values. Syntax will be data type, variable name, assignment operator, then value, end with a semicolon. So naming conventions for variables start with the small letters and camel case, and it should not start with numeric, and we should not use the Java keywords, and variables in between we should not provide the space. Then it will throw the compilation error. So it will accept dollar numeric everything underscores it will accept. Then data types are nothing but which type of data this we are going to assign for that particular variable. Which type of the data type we are going to assign to particular variable. So and its memory sizes also we checked, and range also, default value also. So how we can test the default value means example I am providing int j. Here you can check in the sysout, just print that j value. Here what it is throwing, initialize the variable. So we are using inside the main method, right? So we have to initialize it, it won't accept. We will, I will show you this default values while working with the non-primitive data types. So for primitives, we have to initialize. So, and also I will tell you some technical terms here. So here we are assigning one value, right? This is called it as a declaration. So byte variable we are defining. This is called a declaration, and we are assigning value, right? This is the initialization. For this variable, we are initializing with some value. Up to here, this part we can call it as a declaration. This is the initialization. So this is the technical terms, programming terms. So shall we go for next topic? Clear, right?
Yes, sir.
So everyone respond, I think. Who are clear, please raise your hand. Just to click this one. Only 3, 4, 5. Overall, we have 22, except me, 21. As of now, 13. So half of the members, I saw 14, 14 hands only raised. 15, 16. Then 5 people's missing. You cannot understand. Just click this one. So 17 people's only raised. Overall, we have 21. Okay, fine. We'll go on the next topic. So our next topic is operators. So the operators, which are nothing but it's a type of symbols to perform the operations are variable. For example, we used one operator here, assignment operator. I mentioned while I explaining the syntax, assignment operator. So equality is the assignment operators. So similarly, we have different types of operators, arithmetic operators, and then relational operators, logical operators, assignment operators, increment and decrement operators. Few more operators are also there, but these are the very important operators. We are going to explain these operators only. So arithmetic operations means what is the meaning of arithmetic operations? And today I am going to explain arithmetic operations. Then tomorrow we are going to continue relational operators, logical operators, assignment operators, and increment and decrement operators. Those operators will be explained by Nadim. Tomorrow he will take the class. Today I will cover arithmetic operators. So operators are nothing but a symbol which are used to perform the operations on variables. So whatever we are assigning some values to the variable to perform certain operations, we will use this operators. So what are the arithmetic operators we have? Everyone aware, right? Arithmetic operators. The basic one in mathematics. Hello. Operators, arithmetic operations. What are the arithmetic operations we have?
Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division.
Yeah, that's only right. I'm asking simple question only, right? So arithmetic operations we have plus operator, minus, so addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus. So modulus is nothing but the remainder. So addition we are going to use for add the two numbers, subtraction, so 2 or 3 based on our requirement. Subtraction to subtract the values, multiplication to multiply, division to divide the numbers, modulus to return that remainder. So we'll check examples. Here I will create a one class. How to create a class? New. Right click on your package and new. So we are doing some calculations, right? I will use a calculator as a class name. And I need a main method. So public static void main. I am using shortcuts, but you don't use everything you can type by manually because you need a hands-on experience. So here I am defining two numbers. So number, just I will give n1 equal to 10, then int n2 equal to some any number. So here I used int data type and variable name is the n1, and I used assignment operator, and I initialized with the 10. So I am assigning value with the 10. So first one, so we are discussing about arithmetic operators, right? Arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators, what are the operators we have? Plus, minus, multiply, division, and modulus. So first one is I'm adding the two numbers. So int, here again I am defining one more variable, int addition. Add I given variable name n1 plus n2. So this one I am going to print addition. So just you can use here, and if you want to define here what is the value written inside the sysout, so just you can give the double quote. So variable means directly we can call. If you want to define what is the value of this, what is this addition value means, just you can use the string here. So string value. So addition of. So this is the like custom message. We are defining message. What is the output it is returned? So we are defining that custom message. So just without this I am printing because I am using all calculations, right? Minus then for which value, what is the value for addition, what is the value for subtraction, what is the value for multiplication, we cannot identify, right? To define that which value it is printing, we are giving this custom message addition of two numbers. Next, int subtraction equal to, so assignment operator. So you remember this syntax is also here. If I use n1 minus n2 means 10 minus 50, I will get minus 40. So minus value I will get. Instead of that I am using. So minus value it will support, no issue. n2 minus n1. So this is for subtracting two numbers. Next, print this one. Subtraction. Next, mul multiply. Multiplication of two numbers. Int multiply equal to n1 into, so here multiplication symbol is the star. You can see in the numeric letter 8. If you want to use that means you have to use a shift and then you can type that one. Then sysout multiplication. Next, division. Int div equal to n2 by n1. Then system.out.println division. Next we have modulus operator. Int modulus equal to n1 percent n2. So clear, right? Just I am using this arithmetic operation to perform this operations, addition operation, subtraction operation, multiplication operation, division and modulus operation. So as per the definition, what is the operators? Operators are symbols which is used to perform some operations on variables. So that is only we are doing here. Okay, let's run as a see here. Here you can cross verify the value is correct or not. For example,
Line,
addition. Hmm.
line
Addition we
number.
got. Hmm.
So line number 19 will have mistake. Instead of subtraction, you can add addition.
Yes, sir. But why I did this one? You are checking or not? I am checking you guys. So here we have to use a subtraction because we are printing again this one only. We are not printing subtraction value. Then only we got a subtraction of two numbers also 60. But actually 50 minus 10, 40.
40.
So it's not saved. Now run as a Java application. You can see, right? So this reminder we have to change, I think. Because just we can check. Now we got a 0. So 50 divided by 10, reminder we will get 0 only, right? So everyone clear, right? Here you have any doubt in this program? Why we did like this? You have any doubt? So just we are doing operations here. So adding two numbers, subtracting, multiplying, division. Similarly, we can add multiple numbers also. And this is the custom message we provided. Without this, just here we are printing number means it is not meaningful, right? You cannot understand what is this result. So practice this one. So copy from the chart. And also I will explain one more thing. We have one concept called typecasting. For example, we can assign small value to big value. So here we have integer. After adding these two numbers, I will get one value, right? This one I can convert to long. It is possible. If I want to convert to short, it will not accept. Cannot convert from int to short. So here integer size is more. Short is I think 16 bit. Integer have 32 bit. So from high to low, we we cannot. So memory have the 32 to 16, right? We cannot do. But 32 to 32 value we can assign in 64. That is possible. So here long we can, it will accept. So it is have more memory when compared to int. Short have less memory. So it won't accept. So this is the typecasting. You can check from higher to lower, it is not possible. Lower to higher, it is possible. Memory sizes. So I am stopping the recording.